Welcome back to Olympus Critics. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a like for the channel. That does help the channel with the algorithm and join the team. But we've gotten the teaser trailer for The Ones Who Live. This will be the spinoff series starring Rick Grimes and Michonne. And it's going to be very interesting. Didn't get too much with this teaser. All we know is from the last episode of The Walking Dead, we saw Michonne go off and she's trying to find Rick now that she knows that he's still alive. You even gotten Morgan, the last episode of the second half of this final season of Fear the Walking Dead. He's off to find Rick as well. Now we were speculating that Daryl, who's now in his series will take place in France, he's looking for Rick, but I guess when we watch the series, we'll find out what went wrong. How did he end up in France, and which puts him further away from Rick than finding him, because he doesn't know where Rick is. Morgan doesn't know where Rick is. Michonne doesn't know where Rick is. The only person that knows where Rick is Jadis, and they don't really seem to know that she knows that Rick is still alive. Of course, she played a factor in it. Of course, in that episode where he sacrificed himself to blow the bridge to take out those walkers. She found his body. She was in communication with the CRM, and she's off with him. We're probably gonna get backstory on one of those episodes that we get with this series, when they first got there to wherever they went to with the CRM, because they seem like they have outposts multiple places, not just in that city that they have that we saw in World Beyond. We're probably going to see some of these kids from the World Beyond. That was the only reason I watched this, because I heard people saying we could possibly get Rick teasing us with Rick Grimes, probably as a prisoner or something like that. We didn't get none of that. Spoiler alert, if you did not even watch World Beyond, all we saw was Jadis. She did mention vaguely Rick Grimes. She didn't say his name. She just vaguely mentioned describing him, what she brought to the table, to the CRM, that allowed her to become one of them. We saw these people in the Fear of the Walking Dead. I forgot the young lady. She fell in love with one of the members of the CRM who was a part of Morgan's group. She may play a part in this. I think that would be the only reason Morgan could possibly find Rick Grimes. If maybe she knows something about him, maybe she'll play a part in this. Don't really know, because Morgan's on his way back to Alexandria, and he's going to find out that something happened with Rick. And that young girl, I think with Judith, may tell Morgan that Michonne went off to find them, and that's how Morgan will probably play a factor in this. Now, Lenny James did say he will not come back to play Morgan unless it's something interesting. I'm paraphrasing, that will bring him back, and I think this will be a big reason to bring him back, to join the fight to find Rick, because everybody's racing to find Rick now that they know that he's out there, he's alive. So Lenny James coming back to play Morgan, who's one of my favorite characters. Don't really like what they did with the character in Fear the Walking Dead. I think I would have loved for him to stay with the group, because that was somebody that Rick could trust. Other than Daryl, he can trust Daryl and the others, but Morgan was the one that saved him. So I always loved that chemistry between the two characters. But Michonne, she's out there. Of course, she's gonna get all the screen time, because she was the first one to find out that he's still alive and he's out there. So it's basically, we don't know what the CRM has been doing with him for so long. So that's gonna be interesting to dive into. We just don't have too much out of this trailer. We'll probably get a longer trailer, of course, next year. Maybe they'll drop something in a couple of months. But I am excited for this. I haven't been too excited for The Walking Dead. The Daryl Dixon show I will be watching. I may do some reviews on the episodes. Depends on how videos like this goes. But I am excited for the Michonne and the Rick spinoff series. Hopefully Lenny James does make his return as Morgan and help finds Rick. But post comments, let me know what you guys think of this. Are you excited for this series? Make sure you subscribe to the channel.